Hi there, I'm Tim Moen, leader of the Libertarian Party of Canada, and I'm here today to explain why I think we should sell the CBC. Now, there's no doubt that the CBC is hostile to the culture of freedom and the classical liberal philosophy that this country, and in fact all of Western civilization, is based on. But that isn't why we should sell the CBC. It's also no secret that the CBC is conspicuously partisan. One just has to look at the coverage of the Mike Duffy trial. They essentially billed this as the trial of the century. A scandal where conservatives used money in their own pocket to pay back inappropriate expenses. This is the trial of the century. The conservatives paid back money from their own expenses so that the public wouldn't have to shoulder the burden. Meanwhile, while this was going on, the NDP were found to have inappropriately expensed $2.3 million with no intention of paying it back whatsoever. But this story is conveniently whitewashed and forgotten. But this isn't why we should sell the CBC either. Everybody knows that the CBC costs taxpayers over $1 billion per year. Now that's billion with a B dollars that would otherwise go to productive economic activity, but instead is siphoned into the hands of connected elite executives. But that isn't why we should sell the CBC either. Everybody understands that there's no accountability to the taxpayer. We understand that this lack of accountability has created a culture of entitlement and arrogance that makes scandalous behavior like Jian Gomeshi's an inevitability. But this isn't why we should sell the CBC. Now, these are all good reasons why I personally wouldn't support the CBC, but there's a much better reason why the government should sell the CBC. Our government should sell the CBC because government, simply put, should not be in the business of broadcasting. Propaganda has no business in the hands of government, and this is day one stuff. It doesn't serve the citizens, but it serves the ruling classes. And in the case of Canada, the ruling classes are the publicly funded bureaucrats whose one purpose is to get themselves more money and power. The government, we believe, has one role, and that is to protect individuals, not to shake them down. Now, if you're a CBC employee, fear not. I love a lot of the content on the CBC, and I think other Canadians do as well. I see a lot of support for them around Calgary. The idea that you need to be supported by government is a losing proposition for you as well. Under a libertarian government, Canadians will have a lot more money in their pockets. We will tax people at a much lower rate than any other party, and we'll get our government out of the way of business and our economy. And our economy will operate as if it's on steroids. This means people will have a lot more money to give you for subscriptions. Now, things won't be able to operate as usual under market discipline. We're going to see a lot more Rick Mercer and Kids in the Hall and a lot less Jian Ghomeshi. In other words, the CBC will get better and turn a profit and operate under a more sustainable model that provides value to all Canadians. People who currently think that they're getting an unbiased and fact-based look at Canadian politics can turn to CPAC. CPAC operates on private funds and offers a far less bias and a fact-based account of Canadian politics. So, in short, if you care about taxpayers and you care about the CBC, you'll support our suggestion to sell it.